Hi guys, my name is Sabrina and welcome back to my channel. It is time for another zodiac sign today, and today we'll do Pisces, so I'd say let's get on with it. So it's time for Pisces, and I was really looking forward to making this one. I don't know why, but I had an idea with fish in my mind that I wanted to incorporate that in the drawing. And for the girl, I was kind of thinking of a girl with a cute face with long hair, but in two pigtails, I suppose they are, but still very long hair and still very flowy, and kind of having to do with a bit of water as well, but the water is not going to be incorporated in this piece, so you won't see the water in it, but you will understand where I'm going with it once you see it. So as you can see, I'm starting out with the sketch, and for the sketch I start out with the head as always, and I want to make sure she has a nice string of hairs going across her face. And I did not want to give her human ears. Now, she's not a fish either, or a mermaid, but I don't know, I just wanted to give her a different kind of ears that kind of represented Pisces a bit more. So that's what I've done. And continuing on with hair. Now I started out with general strokes where I wanted the hair to flow to, and I built around that actually. So that's where I started out. And then I started with the fish, and this is where things got tricky. I've never drawn these before, so they're new to me and I wasn't quite sure how to do them, but I used a reference and I went from there, and I'm actually really happy with how they turned out. So I have one at, well, it's her left but our top right side, and her hand is going near that one as well, so she wants to go and touch it. And then I have another one going around her hair that is actually going like around her, as if it's like swimming around her body. And then one around her hand as well that she's sort of touching too. So she's in tune with her fish. And what I did incorporate as well is seaweed. I wanted the seaweed to go around her, not really tangling her, but do make sure that there's enough to go around, and I don't know, it just gives a really nice effect, I think. What I've also done is I gave her scales and a unique outfit. So the outfit actually just came to me. I did not use a reference for that. I wanted to use crispy, strange edges on her clothes, and it actually just came together like this. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. So that's what I've done. And I made sure that her outfit has like fins as well. She's not entirely fish, she's not entirely human, she's no mermaid, but I really liked how everything just combined together. So that was my idea for making the line art and the sketch of this. And I actually was quite inspired by making Pisces, and I don't know why. I started with Aquarius, of course, and I just was really motivated to do Pisces. So I'm really happy with the outcome of this line art, 100%. So once I've done that, I start with coloring, as I always do. And I start with the skin tone. I was debating if I should make the skin tone blue or like an unnatural color, but I decided against it in the end. I thought it would be nicer if her skin color would be just very light and pale, as if she was under the sea and didn't really see that much sunlight. So that was my aim, and I made scales on her skin as well, so I gave those a different color. So aside from like the blush and the regular things that I do when I color it in, I used a blue-green, 2 shades of blue-green for the scales. And I kind of tried to blend them in a little bit, so you can see that the lightest color is kind of blending in a little bit with the skin color as well, because of course I put the skin color in first and then went over with the scale color afterwards. I just thought that would be a bit easier, so I could shade everything properly how I wanted to, and then afterwards do the scale color in there as well. So that worked quite well. I do have to say that I have way more skin color than usual to color in, and that's just because of the outfit choice that I gave her. The outfit that she's wearing has, I suppose, a sort of tears in it, but they're kind of planned tears because you can see like the little, I'm gonna call them pearls. You see the little pearls around the edges as well, and they wouldn't have been there if they were actual tears. So that's kind of my thought process there. So really like that idea, and it's quite unique. I don't think I've ever drawn an outfit like this, and it's quite random, I suppose. Then for her eye color, I went for the lightest blues that I could find, and that was actually a blue 0000, and it's called Pale Celestial, I think it is. And I'll actually leave all the copic markers and paint pens and the fineliners that I've used. I'll leave that all in the description box below so you can get an idea of what I'm using. I've shown you guys the amount of markers that I'm using, but then you can see which colors I've actually used for the entire drawing. So I thought that'd be interesting to do for a change. I don't usually do that, but I quite liked it. So that's what I did, and I'm quite happy with the eye color as well. The only downside of that is that when I put in the paint pen and wanted to put in the highlights of the eyes, that you couldn't really see it because the eye color is so incredibly light that the white of the paint pen kind of fades away within the actual eye color itself. And it's not an issue of the paint pen not really working properly, because I do have one paint pen that when I use it, and it's a white one as well, but I think it's just the quality of it that it kind of, it's not opaque, so it kind of goes a little see-through once it dries up, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's my Derwent paint pen, and it's quite annoying, and I am using it in the end for other things. But I always go for my Posca paint pen because that is the most opaque one I have. I think that one works the best for now. So that's pretty much the only one that I'm using for when it comes to the ice. They're expensive, but I think in this case they're actually working, and I haven't found anything else that works the same way. Now I do know that I think Copic have a white sort of, it's kind of like a paint. I think it's in Inkwell as well, so maybe I should try that out. Maybe an idea for my birthday. So yeah, I haven't tried that before, but so far this is the only thing that works for me. So once I completed that, I wanted to work with the orange colors, and I kind of had the colors laid out in front of me the night before when I was like, I'm going to record this tomorrow, so which colors do I want to use? And of course the fish had to be orange, so I made those orange, and I used a few shades as well, and I blended them together, and I'm quite happy with the outcome of that. I think the fish are super cute, and especially when the black of their eye goes in and like the little highlight in there, I think that really finishes that, and they're really adorable. Then for the fins on her outfit, I wanted to make sure that the orange was incorporated in her outfit as well, so I made those orange, and I really like that look. I think the green and the orange stand well against each other, and when you look on a color wheel, it actually is the opposite color of that, so that is actually quite nice. So once that was done, I moved on to the hair. And I had to take my time for the hair because the hair, I put in pearls, and it's quite a big patch of hair. And the way I do it is I color in the big patch of hair first with the lightest color, and then go in with the medium and darker color to make the strokes there so that it really looks like hair. And because it's so incredibly long, it was a little tricky trying to find the right places where to put like the strokes of hair, and that's why I took my time there. Also to avoid coloring in the pearls, because sometimes when I'm excited for a drawing, I want to do things too fast, I color over them, and I have to go back in with my marker marked as 0 to try and get rid of them. So I did not want to have to do that. And the good thing is as well, or like I think it's a nice thing, is that if you're interested in the line art of this and want to see that on a mug or anything, I actually have a Teespring shop now that I will link in the description box below, and I'm planning to put all my Aquarius or all my zodiac signs in there too. So if you want any items with your zodiac sign on there, you can have a look down there. I haven't got a color version on there yet, so for Aquarius, for example, I only have the line art on there, but I think I'll do a color version as well. I just have to make sure that it really translates nicely and that it looks good. So once the hair was done, which took quite a bit of time, I moved on to the outfit. And for the outfit, I was like, maybe I should go the same color as her eye color. It's a good color, I like the blue, and then I don't have like 20,000 different colors in there, and I quite liked it. So I went in with the 3 different shades of blue as I did for the eyes, and used that to make the outfit. And I wanted to make sure the highlights were quite visible in there as well. And for a change, now I don't always say this, and I think it's just a matter of practice, or I don't know what I did differently, or maybe just picked the right markers, but they blended in really, really nice together. So went in with the lightest one, and then with a medium on the edges, and then a darker even further on the edges, and blended those together so that you have a highlight effect going on the center of the leg or the stomach or whatever area you're working at. So that's what I went for. And I really like how it turned out this time. So it actually went quite well. So I'm really, really happy for that. And the last thing I had to do was the flowers in her hair. And I wasn't quite sure what color to like use for them. I was really doubting the colors. I wasn't quite sure. And in the end I was like, well, you know, how about just purple? And I'll go for purple, and that will look quite nice. Oh, and I colored in the pearls, of course, and the pearls were kind of like a darker skin color, and I used my Duran paint pen to give a highlight in there too, because they're shiny, they're pearls, of course. So this is it, guys. This is already the end of my video. I can't believe how long I've been talking about this already. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you liked the end result. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below, and maybe even a lovely comment. And I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.